welcome to the Minneapolis Convention Center. My name is Savannah Fargen. I am part of our sales team here. We are going to do a quick little 15-minute, maybe less, maybe a couple minutes more, walkthrough of the convention center. We're going to show you some of the health and safety initiatives that we have in place. We're going to talk about where we're at in terms of what kind of, the size of events that we can host and how many. We're going to talk to Kelver Catering, our long-term partner that we have here in the building, and just give you a glimpse of what the convention center looks like in our current or post-COVID world, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to head this way. We have 3 stops that we're going to make. So the first stop that we're going to make is in our health and our cleaning and health and safety room. So Kurt Hicok, our manager of event operations, is in that room. He's going to talk about our GBAC certification, the cleaning processes that we have in place. So just to give you an idea of our health and safety plan as a building, we have put together a comprehensive health and safety plan that we provide to you. But we also ask that you partner with us and you provide us with your plan. So we want to hear, what are you doing to keep your attendees safe? How are you setting up your registration? How are you having guests check in, talk about in advance, or check for symptoms in advance? So we go back and forth. You give us your plan, we'll give you notes on it, and we'll go back and forth with you on that and really partner with you. Each event is different, each event is individual, and that's why we want to individualize your plan. So first thing I'm going to talk about when we walk in this room is the meeting setup. I know everybody has seen socially distanced room setups, or most people have, because we've looked at diagrams and we've gone and seen, other properties. So this right here is an example of a theater set. I know you're looking at it and you're saying, hey, those chairs are not socially distanced. But here's the idea with this set. Everywhere you see a picture, that's where somebody sits. We have 3 chairs in between. Chairs can be marked to designate this is where you can sit, or chairs can be marked to designate this is where you don't sit. You do also have the option to do the chairs individual and spaced 6 feet apart. So that's certainly an option as well. Once we get over a certain amount of chairs, once we have over 200 chairs in a room, they do have to be linked together per our fire code. So again, our team would work with you on the setup that works best for your group. You're also going to see the arrows on the floor. Arrows would be a recommended thing for flow when it comes to your event. We want to make sure people are going in through the right door, that they're exiting the correct door, they're going, the correct way as they walk through. As a building, we don't provide the arrows. That would be up to you to provide. But we do have a toolkit that you can use if you would like to use some of our arrows that we've created with our awesome marketing team. So with that in mind, I'm going to turn it over to Kurt so he can talk about his world and how he's keeping the building nice and safe and clean.
Thank you. I'm Kurt Hicok. I'm the manager of event operations. I'm happy to announce that we are now an officially GBAC accredited facility. GBAC, if you're not familiar with it, is a Global Biorisk Advisory Council, and they're a subsidiary of ISSA, which is International Cleaning Association. GBAC focuses primarily on biorisk hazards, and so this accreditation, in order to achieve it, we've had to fulfill 20 different elements of it, everywhere from roles and responsibilities within our organization to our standard operating procedures, health and wellness programs, safety procedures, all focused around prevention, response, and recovery from pandemics and biorisk hazards. So we've received that. We're excited about it. We're happy to be implementing some of these new processes in our facility to keep you safe and healthy. One of the exciting things that goes along with that is something we've added to our arsenal of cleaning and disinfecting, and that's the Clorox 360 electrostatic sprayer. What this allows us to do is to actually disinfect areas, whether they be restrooms, meeting room sets, theaters, any surface really, in a much more efficient and better way. And the electrostatic process actually adds a charge, an electrostatic charge to the disinfectant molecules that when sprayed out are actually attracted to surfaces rather than just kind of going off into the air and falling wherever they may. So it's a much more efficient, better coverage, better disinfection overall, and we're happy to add that to our arsenal. It's not necessarily the right solution for every single set or every single scenario. It's just one that we do have, but we would definitely want to talk to you about any of your concerns, whether in the meeting rooms, between sessions and so forth, and how we can keep your attendees and yourself healthy and safe while you're in our facility. If you need any other information, you can either contact Savannah, or my information is also on our website. You can contact me and I'd be happy to answer any questions or research anything for you to make sure you feel safe. Thank you.
All right, so we are gonna keep heading to our next room on the tour. We are heading into room 102 next. In room 102, we're gonna talk about the work that we've done with DEED. But just to, to really follow up with Kurt, Kurt is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the cleaning supplies and the best way to keep our building safe. And, as we've talked about how to best clean in between sessions, again, that's gonna be tailored towards your group. So I know in a traditional world, you have breakouts and people are mixing in between breakouts and they're going from room to room. But as we live in our COVID world, we really have to start thinking about, is that the best way to do it? Do we really want people going from room to room, or do we want people to stay in one room and for the speakers to come to them? If we're looking at that, then Kurt's team gets to come into a meeting room. They get to just wipe down the podium and not have to wipe down the chairs because nobody's leaving the chairs.